Facing the wrong way. Facing my hat. That was weird. No, come back. Alright, hopefully everything is good. A little jamming. They fucked up our sky again today, man. It was bad. As soon as I got up, I saw planes laying down trail after trail after trail. I mean, it's just been... Dude, they've been running thick through here, man. It's disgusting. I don't know how people are fucking not noticing this shit. But what do we do about it? I'm not the type to, like, write letters to congressmen and fucking senators or whatever. But what do you do about this shit? I mean, I just want people to at least notice it. It's fucking bizarre, man. I want to get a t-shirt. I was thinking for an idea for a t-shirt. Have it be like a picture of, maybe just like some kind of like picture of the sky when it's just trailed out hardcore, you know. We've all seen those days, you know. Just get a nice picture of a fully trailed out sky, and then have the writing on the shirt say, what would it look like if they really were spraying the sky? Question mark. Like, what would it look like if they really were spraying us in the sky? You know, chemtrails. What would it look like if that was true? And then just have the photo of it, you know. Just be like, put two and two together, folks. You know. You don't have to think too hard. But it would just be like a good message. I think the t-shirt might be a good way of spreading the awareness. Just like the print would say, what would it look like if they really were spraying us? You know, and then just have a photograph of like a chemtrailed sky, just fucking like this. You know, or it's just like, you know, what would it look like if they really were doing that? If that conspiracy theory was true, what would it look like? It would look like the way it does. Hello? I can't take credit for that idea, though. It's my girlfriend who thought of that. She's like, what would it look like if they really were spraying this guy? You know, being sarcastic. What's up, Austin? My day is good, even though it's kind of one of those days where the planes are just laying down all this shit in the sky. It's just polluted. You know, it's from the very beginning of the day, I've seen planes just laying down trail after trail. So we got a lot of condensation up there. Or it might be barium, aluminum, and strontium, lithium, and mercury are just a few of the metal particulates they say that they're spraying on you. Oh, it's not condensation, it's a chemical cloud. That's why it don't dissipate, it just spreads out and drips down all over you. Goodbye, blue sky, here they come again. Oh, it never ends, 'cause your job is never done when you're blocking out the sun, son. Your job is never done when you're blocking out the sun, son. Barium, aluminum, and strontium too. Lithium and mercury are just a few of the metal particulates they say they're spraying on you. It's not condensation, it's a chemical cloud. Hey, folks. Let's see, I want to play another song. I'm going to play a song by me, another song by me. That song was by me, too. Dr. Bass Ackwards. You know, because I've just been running against the grain ever since the day I came into this place. I've always been backwards. The reverse psychologist. I see when I'm being, handed a pile of shit, and I'm just like, it's not food. I'm not gonna eat that. And it just seems like everything is so backwards everywhere you go, So you just have to flip the script. I flip scripts. I'm straightforwards, but the rest of the world is backwards. So, however you want to look at it. But I've been running against the grain. I've been running against the grain. Well, I've been running against the grain ever since the day I came along. That's the song I always sing while I'm running against the grain. I've been running against the grain ever since the day I came along, and I'll be running against the grain till my dying day. I'll be running against the grain, yeah. But when you run against the grain, it causes friction, and you know that friction starts to burn. And when it burns, you know what's gonna happen. That's when this place is going up in flames at the end of the game. End of the game. At the end of the game, I'll still be running against the grain. I've been running against the grain ever since the day I came along, and I'll be running against the grain till my dying day. I claim the grain is running the wrong way while I'm running against the grain. I'm running against the grain, yeah. But when you run against the grain, it causes friction, and you know that friction starts to burn. And when it burns, you know what's gonna happen. That's when this place is going up in flames at the end of the game. End of the game. At the end of the game, I'll still be running against the grain. Running against the grain. I'll be running against the grain. I'll be running. I'll be running. Run, Forrest, run. Run. That's funny. Your name's Forrest. Run, Forrest, run. That's my real name. My real name is Forrest. Forrest Gump. That's my name. No, it looks like I don't have anybody I'm playing for. It's okay. I can play for myself. Sorry I'm so boring. Maybe I should do some talking. I want to do my demonstration. I need like a whiteboard or something I can like draw my ideas on. I could give a good demonstration of how I know the earth is flat. Because all you really need to understand, well, you need to understand a few things, which is like the earth presents itself as being planar everywhere you go on earth. That's just the obvious fact. It's the objective reality. Now, whether that planar earth that we experience forms into the shape of a sphere, that's what's up for debate right here. And what I'm going to say is, on this earth, if we were to make a perimeter, imagine a big, huge circumference that's circling, a huge amount of earth, like 500 square miles or circular miles, whatever. There's a certain amount of earth within that circle that you've drawn on the earth. It can be a real measurement where you go mark it, and there it is, Now, if you were asked to make a smaller circle around the outside of that circle, you would quickly understand that that's an impossible task. You can't make a smaller circle around the outside of another circle. For one thing, you know it's going to be encompassing more area because it's around the outside of the first circle. So if you were to set out making concentric circles on the Earth, you quickly find out right away there's a pattern forming here. The circles keep getting bigger. That's what concentric circles are. Circles around circles, and you just keep getting bigger, you know. And so you'd be encompassing more and more area. The more circles, the bigger your circle gets, you know. Basically, all you really need to understand is that the last circle you draw, you know, is the biggest circle, right? And as long as you can see more Earth beyond the circle that you've drawn on Earth, you know, you can go over water, doesn't matter. This is a thought exercise. As long as there's more Earth beyond the circumference that you've just drawn, then you know you can make a bigger circumference because there's more Earth beyond that last circumference you made. So you can just continue making bigger circles, you know, and it's pretty obvious. It's like intuitive. And so, you know, every time you draw a circle, you know, you come back to where you started, you know, it can be encompassing thousands of miles. It doesn't matter. It's just going to get bigger, you know, because you keep making bigger circles. Every time you finish your circle, you see that there's more Earth beyond the entire circle. Like you go around the whole perimeter and see there's more Earth beyond that circle. And that's just the pattern that you would see every time you finish a circle. You can see you can make a bigger circle because there's more Earth beyond that. You know, and you would just keep seeing that more Earth beyond that and just making bigger circles. And now, if you just continue doing that, I mean, what do you think would happen? I mean, that's what I want people to just ponder for a minute. Like, you're just making concentric circles on the face of the Earth. They'd get bigger and bigger and bigger, you know, because you can't make a smaller circle around the outside of another one. I mean, that's not going to happen. Obviously, that's just like tie your brain in a knot. It's like the silliest thing to even imagine. You can't do that. You know, we're talking like the physical measurement on Earth, you know, a circumference. And it doesn't matter how big of a circumference you draw. You know that if you walk around the outside of that circumference and come all the way back to where you started, you know it's going to be a bigger circle because you're going to be encompassing that much more area. And that's just what would happen because the Earth presents itself as being planar. So therefore, like every circle you make, you know that beyond that circle, if you can see more Earth beyond that, then you can keep making bigger circles. The reason I use a circle is because on the globe Earth, if you were to make concentric circles, they could only get so big. Living on the surface of a 3D object that forms a sphere, there's certain things that would have to happen. And one of those things is something that cannot happen on a realm that presents itself as being planar. And I'll tell you what that is. It's called concentric circles. If you make concentric circles on a globe, they get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until you get to the median of the globe. That's the biggest circle you're going to make. It's halfway across the world, you know. The biggest circle you can make on the face of the globe Earth is only circling less than half of the available space. If you keep moving, like let's say you're just moving outward. If you just keep moving outward, now your circles are going to get smaller. Now you're making circles inside the circle somehow. And your circles are going to start shrinking, and you're just circling the area that you haven't circled yet. Like that's when you flip around sideways and upside down from where you started or whatever, you know. But that's just not what we would see in real life because that can't happen in a realm that presents itself as being planar the way the Earth does. Because we know that if we make a circle, if there's more Earth beyond that circle, then we can make a bigger one. And that's just what we would see all the way out. We would never see a different result. So we know that the Earth's surface cannot form a sphere just by understanding that intuitive logic right there. I mean, it's not even something that anybody would ever even question. You know, nobody thinks the Earth is a globe. They might think they do, but they don't really think they do because anybody alive, if they've set out making concentric circles on the face of the Earth, they would know intuitively that those circles can only get bigger. That's just what's going to happen all the way out, until you run out of space or something. We're not even trying to think about that, but it's just like that's all that could happen. That's just the intuitive understanding of this realm that we inhabit. And nobody would ever expect anything else to happen if they were busy making concentric circles and they weren't thinking, I'm walking into a flat earth trap. That's the only time I ever get people to change their answers. Usually I get people to agree with me all the way down the line until I say, well, then the earth can't be a sphere. If that's true, which it is true, we just figured that out just by thinking about it. The circles can only get bigger. So the earth cannot be a sphere. And once I break that part to people, that's usually when they start changing their answers or like backpedaling and start making fun of me and shit. And telling me I'm stupid. I'm just like, well, dude, we just went through this. We understand that the circles can only get bigger. That's something we intuitively understand, and it just makes perfect sense. It's logical. That's what we would see happen. We wouldn't see anything else happen. You can't go put a smaller circle around more area. It's never going to happen like that. That's just what you can do on your little silly model, your toy. It's not what you would do in real life. No. And if it's not what we would do. And it's like if that's what we would do, then it's magic. I have to depart from what we all expect to be reality in order to believe in it. And I don't feel like doing that. I mean, unless I'm busy looking at the globe Earth from a vantage point where I can actually see that's what it is, then I'm not ever going to believe in it again. Because I understand there's certain things. Well, I understand that upside down people, or where nobody's upside down, but everybody's upside down. I understand that all that shit is just ridiculous on its face. But we've been indoctrinated to believe it's true, and so we all just buy this idea, even though we don't see it. We just see it on TV, or that's good enough. And just, with enough indoctrination and like TV, it just starts to seem like we've all seen the globe. Nobody really has. The people that claim they have, they haven't bothered to show up to the fucking conversation we've been having about it for 10 plus years now. You think the people that actually know that we're wrong would be like trying to, set the record straight, or like, you know what I mean? Like if you knew something was true and there's like millions of people, there's a growing movement of people that say it isn't true, like the right thing to do would be to address them and be like, no, what do I got to do to help you see the truth? Like that's what the right thing to do would be, and then they would help. They'd be like, okay, what do I got to do? And just be like, I'll give you my phone number, and when I'm going to the ISS, when I'm going to space, you can call me, and I'll just show you out the window whenever you want to see, and I'll take you there with me virtually. That might be good enough for me. Like if that would have happened, and I saw it, and it seemed like legit. Where I'm like calling this guy, and it's like, I mean, they couldn't. That'd be really hard to like fake. I'd just be like. I mean, it would just be the sort of thing where that at least you've tried. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that would be if it was believable, and I would call him, and he was on the rocket, and I could hear the vibration in his voice, and he's just like, whoa, like they're getting sent up, and he's starting to float. I mean, if I saw the whole thing while I'm calling him on the phone, that'd be pretty tough to fake, and I might believe the whole thing at that point. I might just change my ways and be like, oh wow, maybe it's true. Wow. But like that's never gonna happen though, dude. And I shouldn't even put it out there because now they're gonna go fake that. They're gonna pretend it's happening. Or some flat earther that nobody knows. I called them and they took me to space with them. It'd just be some random flat earther. And they'd have to get one of us to sell out. It'd have to be somebody that like Jeranism. He already did that. You'd just make it seem like, oh yeah, I called an astronaut and he took me to space with him. I don't think the Earth is flat anymore. I saw it from space. But then you get people like, I think Neil deGrasse, I'm not sure if this is true, but I think he said something about how you wouldn't even see the curvature of the Earth from the ISS. Like, well, so then nobody's ever seen it. Oh, dude. Except for the moon people that they forget about when they talk about shit. They're like, we're going to the moon for the first time and blah, 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 blah. It's like, we got to solve these issues before we can go to the moon. It's like, You had those issues solved, man. Did you forget? Is the new generation of astronauts forget about the moon landings? Is it just like understood that it's fake or something? What do you mean? I'm trying to figure out how to go there. You already went there so many times. It was like fucking so easy. Don't tell me it's hard, dude. You guys proved that it was easy. Don't say you lost on technology. Shut the fuck up, man. I know you didn't lose it. You didn't even use all the Apollo missions. There were some leftover missions that didn't even get used when the thing got ended. So all the technology needed still existed when they closed the Apollo program. What are you telling me? You took all that shit apart? Give me a break. How stupid are you? Like, if that shit's true, then there's all the equipment that you need already because they didn't even finish the Apollo program. So they have all, there was more than one mission left. I think they still had like missions, so they could still go to the moon if all that shit was true. Because they still had a whole, they, they, they quit the Apollo program before it was done. There were still missions they had left to do, which means Saturn V, LIM. You know, they made individual ones for each mission. You know, so the fucking orbiter, all the modules, and it's like, according to their dumb story that isn't true. But that's what that's what we're supposed to believe. You know, and so like they can't say they don't have the technology. They do too. I mean, what a lie. But what do they dismantle all that shit? Nobody would do that. That's ridiculous. Why? There's no logic. Why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, you can't defend that action if that's what they did. They had Apollo missions. All those missions were working out great. You know, they went like 6 times successfully, and they had all that gear, and they just took it apart. We destroyed the. No, you didn't, dude. Nobody would do that. It doesn't make sense. You can't, there's no logical explanation for that. If you had perfectly functioning equipment that was making it to the moon and back, and it was working fine, there's no reason why you would dismantle it. No reason at all. There's not one fucking reason you can think of why you would dismantle perfectly functional gear that was working perfectly, that was getting people to the moon and back. Because they didn't finish the Apollo program. There was still leftover missions that they never used. So that's a big hole in the story as far as like, we destroyed the technology, we don't know how to go back. Shut the fuck up. You did not. I mean, what in the hell? I mean, was he referring to the missions? Because like, yeah, everything's destroyed by the time they get back. They just, all that's left is a little pod that lands them in the ocean. That's all that's left, you know? But yeah, so you destroyed the technology, I get it. But like, you didn't use all the missions. So the technology is still there. Or you destroyed perfectly functional like equipment, which means that you're just bonkers, and we shouldn't trust you. Either way, we shouldn't trust you if you're trying to act like you can't get back there, and you had leftover Apollo missions. Just do what you did before. Shut the fuck up with you. We don't know how to go to the moon. Bullshit. 6 times? I mean, dude, there's obviously a big problem there with that. Nobody can explain that away. Buddy, what, you destroyed all the perfectly good stuff? There's no reason why that would be done. So the earth is flat. Mm. The lady once more to lay me down. With my head besparkling clover like clouds are streaming. Lay me down one last time, to lay me down. To lie with you once more, to lie with you. With our bodies entwined together, let the world roll by. All lost in dreams. Lay me down one last time, to lay me down. To lay me down. Whoa, to lay me down. To lay me down one last time, to lay me down. Good things come to those who wait, but you don't want to be too late for the good thing when it finally shows. Good things come to those who wait, but you better learn to appreciate a good thing before it goes. The thing about loving is that once you get a little, you just want some more. And once you get a little more, now you know you need a lot. Wanna get that loving while that loving's hot. Baby, keep that loving coming, don't you let that loving stop. You know you need a lot of love. Lick up every last drop. Good things come to those who wait. Good things come and good things go. Your good thing went while you just spent your time chasing something that wasn't good for you. But do you know a good have been the last straw. Good things come to those who wait. Is it like Big Ben or something? Voodoo shot. Forget how that goes. How does it go? Forget. I can't remember it now. Because I'm a voodoo child. Lord knows I'm a voodoo child. I can't remember any of the words. Sorry. I can play some Jimi Hendrix, so I can play When the Wind Cries Mary. When the wind cries Mary. Or I can play that song. Let's see. Waterfall, nothing can harm me at all. My worries seem so very small with my waterfall. I can see my rainbow calling me through the misty breeze of my waterfall. Some people say daydreaming is for all those lazy-minded fools. So let them laugh at me. So just as long as I got you to see me through, I got nothing to lose. As long as I got you. Waterfall, don't you ever change your way. Fall with me for a million days on my waterfall. Waterfall, nothing can harm me at all. Oh, my worries seem so very small with my with my waterfall, with my waterfall, waterfall. I think you want to play it faster. Waterfall, or maybe in a different key. Don't you ever change your way. After all the jacks are in their boxes, the clowns have all gone to bed. You can hear happiness staggering on down the street. Footprints dressed in a red, and the wind whispers Mary. A broom is drearily sweeping up the broken pieces of yesterday's life. A song where a queen was weeping somewhere. A king has no wife, and the wind cries Mary. The traffic lights, they turn blue tomorrow. And shine emptiness down on my bed. The tiny island sags downstream, 'cause the life that lives there is dead. And the wind it cries, and the wind screams, Mary. Quite know how to play the solo part. The solo part's really cool too. I don't know what he does right there. Pardon me. Sorry to do. I left my home in Norfolk, Virginia, California on my mind. Straddled that ground and rolled me past Raleigh and on across Carolina. Stopped in Charlotte, bypassed the Rockland, and we never was a minute late. I was 9 miles out of Atlanta by sundown, rode across Georgia State. Had a little trouble, turned into a struggle halfway across Alabama. Till the hound broke down and left us all stranded in downtown Birmingham. Straight away bought me a through train ticket riding across Mississippi clean. I was on that midnight flyer out of Birmingham, smoking into New Orleans. Somebody help me get down to Louisiana. Well, I gotta get to Houston town. People there care a little about me, and they won't let that poor boy down. Sure, she bought me a silk suit, put luggage in my hand. Well, I woke up high over Albuquerque on a jet to the promised land. Ooh. Working on a T-bone steak, all the cars flying over to the Golden State. With a Bible that told us in 13 minutes we'll be headed in the renegade. Swinging on the chariots, going down easy, taxi to the terminal zone. Cut your engines, cool your wings, and help me make it to the telephone. Los Angeles and get in Norfolk, Virginia, Tidewater, 1409. Tell the folks back home, this is a promised land, Georgia. Poor boys on the line. Shit. hard to stay in that rhythm. Working on a T-bone steak a la carte, flying over to the Golden State. The pilot told us in 13 minutes we'll be headed in the terminal gate. Oh, nice.
Hey, Daddy.
Have a bite.
Yeah. It's a Gaussman and herbs. I like a ton of it. Okay, Daddy.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hey, Daddy.
Love you. I know, huh? Jasmine smells so good.